Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Zero Trust Architecture, one of the most important modern frameworks in cybersecurity. As the name suggests, Zero Trust is based on a simple but powerful idea: never trust, always verify. In this presentation, I'll explain what Zero Trust means, why it's needed, how it works, and why it's becoming the future of the secure network design. So the traditional network security worked like this. Everything inside the organization's firewall was considered trusted and everything outside was untrusted. But that model doesn't work anymore. Today, employees connect from home, data lives in the cloud, and devices like smartphones, laptops, and IoT sensors all communicate over the internet. This means there's no longer a clear boundary between inside and outside. If even one device inside the network is compromised, the attacker can move freely and access sensitive data. This is why Zero Trust was introduced to eliminate the idea of automatic trust within the network. So why exactly Zero Trust? Zero Trust architecture is a security model that assumes no user, device or system should be trusted by default, even if it's inside the organization's network. Instead, every access request must be authenticated, authorized and continuously validated before access is granted. It's a complete shift from trust but verify to never trust, always verify. This means that every user and device must prove who they are every single time they try to access any resource. The Zero Trust is built on three main key principles. First, verify explicitly. Always authenticate and authorize based on multiple factors like identity, location, device health, and sensitivity of the data of being accessed. Second, use least privilege access. Users should have only minimum permissions they need to do their work, nothing more. This limits the damage if an account gets compromised. Third, assume breach. Operate as if an attacker is already inside the system. Design your network to contain the damage and reduce lateral movement. These principles together form the foundation of zero trust. Here is a simple example of how the zero trust works in the real life. Step 1: a user tries to log in to a company application. Step 2: the system verifies their identity through MFA, checks the device health, location, and compliance. Step 3: if all the checks pass, limited access is granted, not full system access. Step 4: while the user is active, their behavior continues to be monitored for any suspicious activity. So the access is never permanent, it's dynamic and constantly verified. This prevents the hackers from freely moving even if they steal login credentials. Now let's look at how zero trust is applied in the real world. Google's Beyond Corp is one of the first large-scale zero trust implementations. It allows Google employees to work securely from any location without using a traditional VPN. Microsoft has its own zero trust framework that integrates the identity management endpoints and cloud security. And even NIST, the US National Institute of Standards and Technology, released a formal guideline. NIST Special Publications 207 that defines how organizations can build a zero trust architecture. These examples show the zero trust isn't just a theory, it's actively shaping the cyber security that's present in today's world. The benefits of zero trust are huge. First, it protects against insider threats. Even employees have to verify their identity and permissions. Second, it limits the damage of a breach. Attackers can't move freely across the network. Third, it helps meet compliance requirements like GDPR or ISO 27001, and it supports remote work securely by allowing safe access from any location or device. In short, zero trust offers the stronger protection for today's distributed and cloud-based environments. Zero trust is not easy to implement. It can be technically complex, requiring new tools and system integrations. Organizations also need continuous monitoring and updates, which demands skilled staff. There is also resistance from users who may find frequent authentication annoying. And finally, cost and time investment can be high during the initial setup. But despite these challenges, more and more organizations are adopting zero trust because the long term security benefits far outweigh the difficulties. So, what's next for Zero Trust? In the future, we'll see AI driven adaptive trust models, systems that automatically adjust access permissions based on user behavior. Zero Trust will also play a big role in securing IoT devices and 5G networks, where billions of devices are constantly connected. Governments and enterprises worldwide are moving towards zero trust by default, making it a global cybersecurity standard. This approach will define how organizations protect data in the coming decades. Let's have a quick recap. Zero Trust is a modern cybersecurity model that removes the idea of implicit trust. Its motto, never trust, always verify, means every user and device must prove itself every time. It's built on authentication, least privilege access, and continuous monitoring. Although challenging to deploy, it provides a future proof solution for securing data, users, and devices in today's complex digital world. Thank you. Zero Trust architecture represents the next evolution of cybersecurity, a model designed for today's interconnected cloud based systems. Thank you for your time.